I got digital dash camera with a up. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flooded with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, what's up with YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in a bit with yet another video, and I'm continuing a series that I started on the channel where I'm going over all the best builds for every position. I'm gonna be going over the guards, then the big man, and then I'm gonna go over the best builds. But for this week, we have a banger series, or not banger series, but banger week. We've been doing a banger week. I've been dropping codes in the comments for people that come as fast as possible. Sometimes I drop them late, sometimes I drop them early. It's kind of random, not gonna lie. But yeah, with that being said, today we got the best power forwards. To end this week off, we're gonna be going over the best big man, or not the best big man, but the best builds. That's gonna be like the part one of the best build. I'll be going over the best guard, best spot ups, best big man builds in the game. So if you guys want that, go ahead, spam that like button. I had best jump shot just yesterday. The day before that, I went over the best playmaking bag setup. Then we got some crazy stuff coming very, very soon. 2 new series starting tomorrow and the day after that. So yeah, if you guys ready for that too, go ahead, spam that like button. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the list. All right, so the first things first that I need to address, we're gonna have honorable mentions per usual. I don't think I had honorable mentions on my small fort, I'm not sure, but this video we definitely do. It's that simple. We gonna have honorable mentions. So yeah, this video we gonna have 2 of them. The first one for the honorable mention though is gonna be the stretch glass cleaner build. The stretch glass cleaner build is a undersized stretch that can also play decent defense. So yeah, with that being said, it's a 3-and-D type of build. To be honest, it's a good spot up build. It's more like a small forward, to be honest, but like it's literally gonna be pretty much the same speed depending on what you went with. But like when it comes to the physicals, you can choose whatever you want for the physicals, whether you want to go with the speed pie chart, a strength pie chart, or even them all mixed together. That doesn't matter. But the pie chart that you want to go for the skill is the shooting and defensive. That's gonna get you Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame defensive badges. Then when it comes to the attributes, it's gonna be looking pretty much like this. If you don't make it like this, it's gonna say something else. But that really depends on you. But yeah, stretch glass cleaner, one of the best builds in the game. When you hit 99, is actually a very good build. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a pretty good build. It's a defensive build that can also shoot, so it's kind of like a spot up. Has a decent ball handle, a decent dunk, a decent layup, but it's really there to spot up, to shoot and play defense. So yeah, it's gonna do that at a very good high rate. When it comes to the takeovers, you can get sharpshooter takeover, glass cleaner takeover, rim protector takeover, and a surprising one, Playmaker takeover. So yeah, it's actually a pretty good build. It's the shortest height though for any power forward, so I had to put it as an honorable mention. But it actually is one of the better builds in the game. It reminds me of a perimeter lockdown, but it's not a perimeter lockdown type thing. So yeah. All right, and for the last honorable mention on this list, we have the interior force build. Now a lot of people might be like, this is a honorable mention. Yeah, now it's really pretty much like a inside build. Now if you really like going for like rep grinding, this is probably one of the better or best builds in the game. It's that simple. Now when it comes to the physical pie chart, you can go wherever you want. Like whether you want to have vertical, whether you want to have speed, whether you want to have strength, or you want to go all balance. That's really dependent on you. But when it comes to the regular pie chart, like the skill pie chart, the pie chart you want to go with is all finishing. So the only Hall of Fame badges you're gonna be able to get is finishing. You're gonna end up with 30 finishing badges on this build. 30 of them. 1 shooting, 5 playmaking, and 11 defensive. So the defense is not that bad, but the defensive stats ain't crazy. But you do have good rebound, a decent block, and decent interior defense. Ball handle is okay. Post move is decent too. But when it comes to the finishing, that's where it goes crazy. So like I've seen interior forces go crazy at the part. Like they doing hop step dunks every time. They dunk on people. It's really just a slasher or athletic finisher type of build. To be honest, if I'm being real with you, that's pretty much what it's here to do. It's really just here to be athletic finisher build. It does get contact dunks. The height is really dependent on what you want to go with, but for the video purposes, I went 6'11". And then when you hit 99 or 99.9, I'm not going to get too much into it because it's just an honorable mention. But when you hit that +4 and +5, and then when it comes to the takeover, you do get post-score takeover. You do get rim protector takeover, but you get 3 of the best takeovers in my opinion. I did a video ranking these takeovers the last time I did a banger week. And those 3 were the top 3. Post-score, slasher, and glass. I'm not gonna say what order it is. If you want to know the order, you gotta watch that video. But yeah, it does get those 3 takeovers, so it does have really good takeovers. But yeah, it's still an honorable mention on this list because it just doesn't have a well-rounded variety of badges, and the defense isn't crazy. All right, and coming in at number 5 is the back-to-basket big. This is kind of like one of the most badge builds for a power forward build. It's that simple. So you're gonna be able to be at the rim. You have a high standing dunk, a high post hook, a high close shot, a decent driving dunk. So yeah, that's also very, very nice to have. I believe to get pro alley-oops, you only need a 65, so you can get alley-oops. If you can get alley-oops on a big man build, that's actually big. If you can unlock that tier, or like you can buy the packages, should I say, that's pretty big for a big man build in my opinion. You can shoot on this build. You get a lot of playmaking badges, you get a lot of finishing badges, you get a lot of shooting badges, you get a lot of playmaking badges. That's one thing that is really big for this build. But the thing that really breaks the build, that really, if it had better defensive stats and better defensive badges, it would be higher on this list. But I couldn't put it as an honorable mention because how crazy it is, from finishing, the playmaking, from the badges, the attributes. But I couldn't put it higher either because the defensive stats is lacking, the defensive badges lacking, and it's a big man build. So that's kind of pretty much almost not the most important. It's pretty much right there as the most important thing for a big man is the defense. So yeah, now it's like it will be a dominant ones build. You could play prone with this, be like, I don't know. I really probably would say this is probably one of the best ones builds. I would say it's like a post score kind of with no defense, literally no defense, but can shoot. So yeah, take that for what you will. The height, weight, wingspan, that doesn't really matter. The pie chart you end up going with on this build, you get the shooting and the finishing. You get Hall of Fame shooting, Hall of Fame finishing. Physicals, that doesn't really matter. That literally depends on you. Now when you hit 99 or 99.9, you're gonna go up +4, +5. So all that stuff is gonna go up. Now that's gonna really help your defense. That's gonna be pretty big, but it's not gonna make the craziest difference. Now you do have a good interior defense, or decent. It's not good, it's decent. You have a very, very bad rebound. It's very, very bad for a big man. It's just that simple. But post scoring is very easy for you. You're gonna be dunking on people. It's that simple. You're gonna be shooting at a good, decent rate. You're gonna put people in the post straight like that. All right, so then when it comes to the takeovers, you only have 2 choices. Now the options aren't the craziest, but you can get post score takeovers. So I guess that's one of the best takeovers. So it's a good build, but it's not the best at all by any means. All right, next we got the post playmaker build. Now this might be a hint to what a series I got coming on the channel, but this is the most badge power forward build you can have that I could find. This is the one that I could find. Now, I'm pretty sure if there is one, y'all will put it into the comments below that there is one that has more. But that I could find, this is the most badge one, and it has 59. The other one that we just went over had 57. This one has 59. With that being said, the pie chart that you want to go with, or you have to go with for your skill pie chart, is the playmaking and finishing. So you're gonna have playmaking and finishing badges on a power forward build. When it comes to the physical profile, you can go with whichever one you want. That's really just based on your preference. But when it comes to the attributes are actually decent. Like you actually have a decent defensive rebound compared to the last build, and a decent interior defense. Now your offensive rebound, trash. It's terrible. Your block, still have nothing on block, still have nothing on interior. Or you actually have good interior, but you don't have anything on perimeter, like a quickness, steal, offensive rebound. You have nothing on that pretty much. But when it comes to offense, your offense, defense, or not offense, defense, but offense, like finishing, shooting, playmaking, all that is good. All of it is good. It's another good post score build. Is it as good in the post as the other build? No. But when it comes to being a more well-rounded build, It's actually good. When it comes to this build being legend, these two builds had to be high on the list because of how many badges it gets at Power 4. And with that being said, when it gets to being legend, because instead of just having one defensive badge, you'll have 11. So that's like a big deal. That's like a big deal when you hit legend. But yeah, everybody's not gonna hit legend, so I had to put it this low. I couldn't put it any higher because how bad the defense is on these two builds. But also, once you hit 99 or 99.9, I think I can just go without saying that the height, weight, wingspan really depends on what you want to go with. You can change that based on whatever you want to go. But once you hit 99.9 or 99, all this stuff you see is going to be going up +4 or +5, depending on what you went with. You can get this build easily to 95 strength. It's that simple. It just really depends on what you want to go with. And then the takeovers that I ended up being able to get was the Playmaker takeover, the post score takeover, and the slasher takeover. Now this could be interesting. If you want to play in the post, you can put post score, but I ended up going with a slasher because it kind of reminds me of a athletic finisher build. So yeah. All right, and next, coming in at number 3 is the Playmaking 4 build. The Playmaking 4 build, it is pretty much is what it says. It's a Playmaking 4. It's kind of like the Playmaking Glass build, but the defense is not nearly as good. You can shoot on this build, you can drive on this build, you can play defense. It's better than those last two on defense, definitely better than those last two at defense. The reason that it's on here, because it's not 6'7". It was stretch glass cleaner that was in honorable mention was undersized. It was 6'7". This one is 6'9", or I would go 6'9", should I say. You can really go wherever you want. The pie chart that you go with is obviously the playmaking pie chart, so you're only gonna be getting Hall of Fame playmaking badges. You can go with whatever physical pie chart. That's really dependent on you. But what makes this build pretty good is because it's very balanced on the badges. You get 4 finishing, 10 shooting, 30 playmaking, and 6 defensive badges. So I thought that was pretty good. The height, weight, wingspan, that really is dependent on you. But I ended up going with 6'9" wingspan minimum. That does bring down your defense. So if you don't want to bring down your defense, you could just go middle to keep it everything balanced. And then, like I say, and all this stuff, all your stuff is going to be going up +4 or +5, depending if you reach 99 or 99.9. And that would make this build very, very good, especially if you go down in wingspan, because that 4 or 2 you lost on steal and block, that's going to be going up +4 or 5. So instead of 69, you're going to have a 73 or 74. Instead of 62, you know what I'm saying? Then the defensive rebounds can go up to 84, or not 84, or 85 or 86. To your defense, that's pretty much needs a big help. That needs a big help. But you do have a decent lateral quickness, a decent perimeter defense. It really just depends on how you want to play with this build. The close shot is going to be up there in the 90s. That simple. Speed is very high. It's pretty much like a speed boosting big man build. It's one of those speed boosting big men that's not really meant to play big man. It's like a small, you kind of have to think of this build like a small forward type of build, but like it's kind of like it plays like a guard kind of. So yeah, but if you're going against, this is really like some of these builds that's on this list are meant for different things. Like those post score builds are really meant for the ones. This is kind of like a build that's meant to play guard on the twos. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to like go into the rec, not meant to go into the pro-am, nothing like that. So yeah, man, with that being said, the takeover that you get on it is the Playmaker and Slasher takeover. So that actually kind of fits the kind of way that it works. So I would probably go Playmaker takeover on it, but you can't go wrong with the Slasher takeover. And yeah. All right, and coming in at number 2, this is probably going to be surprising to a lot, or maybe not, but number 2 is the Glass Cleaning Lockdown build. On the Glass Cleaning Lockdown build, it pretty much is, or the Glass Cleaning Lockdown build that I uploaded is pretty much a do-it-all build. Now, there is a build like this where you're going to get less badges, but you can put your ball handle up. But I went, for the video purposes, I went with the one that gets the most badges. So you get 8 finishing, 13 shooting, 8 playmaking, and 16 defensive rebound badges. Now, I know there's glass locks that can get more. I know that. I genuinely know that, but I wanted one that was more balanced and what it could do. So you have good defense on it. You know what I'm saying? You have good defense on it. You have decent playmaking ability, a good 3-point shooting, good inside presence, and then yeah, obviously when it comes to making this Glass Cleaning Lockdown build, you're going to be going with the shooting and defending pie chart. So you're gonna be getting shooting and defensive badges, Hall of Fame. The physical pie chart, that literally depends on you, whether you want to go with speed, you want to go with vertical, you want to go with strength, or you want to go balance. That's all on you. Like I said, I already went over pretty much the attributes and the badges, but like it's pretty much a well-rounded glass cleaner lockdown build. Now, in my opinion, this is the best version. Now, this is not the one that gets the most badges. I know that. There's a lot of different types of glass cleaner lockdown builds. The best height for any power forward, in my opinion, is the 6'11". It's just that simple. It's that simple. In my opinion, 6'11" is the best height for any big man build in this game. Now, especially now, you're gonna have to have the right badges on, because 7'3" is very OP in the post to have to guard if you're 6'11". So if you know what you're doing, you're gonna be straight. But if you don't, it's that simple. But it's very easy to get this build to have a 94 strength if you do it right. It's just that simple. If you do it right, you can get 94 strength on this. I know right here it doesn't say I have 94, but you can easily get 94, or not 94, but 95 strength. Then when it comes to that, the wingspan, you see all this stuff, you can get it a +4 or +5. I say this every single time, but +4 to everything will be big. You will get a 75-3, a 79 mid-range. But if you go +5, you'll have a 76-3, a 80 mid-range. You know what I'm saying? Above a 90 defensive rebound, 85 offensive rebound, above a 90 block. It'll help your steal, it'll help your interior defense, it'll help your strength, all that. It'll help all that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, depending on what pie chart you go with is what I just kind of was rushing. So yeah, that's kind of how this came out as. I don't know why I didn't go with a higher strength, but you can literally change the physicals however you really want to. But yeah, the takeover that I get are the rim protector, glass cleaner, or the sharp takeover. In the video I did earlier in the year, I put sharp takeover, but the best one out of all three of these is easily the glass cleaner takeover. This was a video I uploaded like pretty much the day after or the day of it coming out. I don't know why. I made a lot of mistakes making this build, but yeah, I'm gonna update this build for the best build video that's coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, glass cleaner lockdown is one of the most popular builds in the game this year, and it's coming in at number 2 on my power forward list. And the best power forward build in the game, in my opinion, is the playmaking glass build. If you've seen XI No Nut or Nut DF, I think he's in DF now. It's literally a glitch, bro. It's literally like Zion but taller. You can literally stick any person. Like if you go in against a guard, you can stick them. You go in against a big, you can stick them. You can stick any position in the game with this build. You're as fast as any build in the game. If you know your jump shot, you can green pretty much every shot. Like you do have to know how to shoot. Like Nut makes it look easy, but it's not easy. It's that simple. It's not easy. But when it comes to making this build, the pie chart you have to go for on the skill is the playmaking and defending. The physical, I would say go with the speed, but you can go the only other one I would even consider in the speed and strength. But you want to be as fast as possible to be able to speed boost on this build, because that's what makes or breaks this build. But you don't have that many finishing badges, but you don't need it. You do not need finishing badges on this build. This build is just so crazy. But then when it comes to the shooting, you get 10, you get 17 playmaking, you get 20 defensive badges, and that's really glitchy because your defense is good, your playmaking is good. You can speed boost on this build. This is a power forward that can legitimately speed boost and shoot. Then when it comes to the height, weight, wingspan, the height you go is 6'8". The weight is changeable. The wingspan is changeable. But with that being said, I would go down in wingspan, and that's going to get your ball handle up. You kind of have to go down on the wingspan to get your ball handle up. I know that drops your block, but that does get your strength up, depending on what pie chart you went with. But with that being said, bro, you get +4 or +5 to all this stuff you see. So +5 to your speed, that's an 89 speed. +5 to your ball handle, that's a 77. You're probably like, that's not gonna make me speed boost. Yes, it will, because you have Hall of Fame quick first step. Hall of Fame quick first step is gonna have you zooming. Like literally, this is the exact build that Nut has, and he goes crazy on it. It's that simple. He just goes crazy on it. The defensive stuff, you're gonna be having above a 90 rebound, almost a 90 offensive rebound, above almost an 85 block. That's gonna have you at above a 73, above a 75 mid-range. You're gonna be getting contact dunks on this build because you will have an 85 drive and dunk. This build is just a glitch. It's a glitch. It's literally a glitch at 99 or 99.9. So yeah, the takeovers you do get is the glass cleaner or the Playmaker takeover. I would go with the Playmaker takeover for this build, but you can't go wrong with the glass cleaner takeover. But I would go with the Playmaker takeover for this build. And the Playmaking glass cleaner, in my opinion, is the best power forward build in the game. Now, there were some builds that I left out, like the two-way post Playmaker. I know people gonna probably have a problem with me leaving that out, but I feel like this was a good list. The power forward builds aren't the craziest in my opinion. There's only like 2 crazy builds. Like I could have low-key probably did this list with just glass cleaner lockdowns and the Playmaking glass cleaner build, and y'all probably would have been fine. But I didn't want to do that. But yeah, this is the 5 best power forward builds in NBA 2K20 with 2 honorable mentions, might I add. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead, leave a like on this video. If you enjoy, subscribe. If you're new, man, we got more videos coming out every single day. If you want a code, bro, you gotta come to the video. I don't know if I'm gonna be as quick as possible every single time, but I'm gonna have a code. It's gonna be there. I'm gonna leave it up for a full day. Somebody's gonna get it in that day. I know somebody's gonna get it by then. So yeah, yeah, it's not really a giveaway, but I'm just dropping codes randomly. But yeah, man, like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, man. We got more videos coming out every single day. Share this video to anybody. I think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out the way, man.
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast, someone gotta stop him.